Big love to my general, Pat OB, for sponsoring man in the Patreon. Any other generals out there who want to join Team YB, request content, receive daily exclusive videos, check me out, patreon.com/theyb. Big man ting, smash the like button and subscribe. Now I can't lie, I wasn't even planning on doing this video, but I stumbled across this picture and I didn't even read the comments. I just saw it and I thought to myself, this guy is a proper muggins. He's proper lost his head, yeah? There's an old saying called going Hollywood. When someone goes Hollywood, they completely forgot where they come from. And to be honest, like, for example, Mike Tyson, he arguably went Hollywood, but his kind of happened over about a decade. It took him a decade to fall off. And also, to Mike Tyson's credit, he had no mum, he had no dad, and the one bit of stability passed away kind of thing. Andy Ruiz has a dad, has a mum. Do you know what I mean? He's got all these stability points, had a trainer, etc, etc. Has all this stability around him, and still, he's managed to completely lose himself and completely lose his head within 6 months. So the picture you see on your screen now is Andy Ruiz posted up next to some sort of Rolls Royce truck, and he tweets out saying, "Happy Monday, shout out my guy Jay Parson for this LV drip." Wow, LV drip. Like, who do you think you're a rapper now? LV drip, who talks like that? Rappers talk like that. You've lost your head, mate. And to be honest, like I said, this wasn't something normally how I do my videos. I'll see a news report and I'll put it in my notebook and I'll kind of remember to kind of bring it up and do a video on it. But this one, I was just scrolling through Instagram, saw the picture, and it created a lot of emotion inside me. Anyway, 2-2s. I then go to the comment section after reading that, "Oh, thanks for this Louis V drip," and thinking, what? Never mind Louis V drip. You are a drip, mate. A proper melt. Yeah? The only thing that's dripping is the melt that's coming off you muggins. Anyway, like I said, after reading that, then I'm not someone who really reads many comment sections. I don't even really read my own comment section. But anyway, I started reading the comments, and 2-2s. The top comment said, "You're changing, bro." 325 likes. The next one, "The money got to him. Shake my head." The next one, "Got knocked out." And all of these, by the way, these are all top comments. They've all got like 300 likes, etc, etc. The next comment, "You should be at the gym." Wow. Absolute madness. Another one, "Look like the man. Think you're the man. Then fight like Dillian White. One victory don't make you the Don. Prove us wrong." His fans, look, get in the gym. Stop modelling. "No, mate. No, mams. You just quit boxing and open up your own taco chain." He's basically getting mugged off. Completely mugging off. Here's another one. "Every picture like this makes me wonder if you're ever going to be champ again." These are your fans, man. They've completely... Oh, to be fair, you didn't have any fans before June 1st. AJ got you all your fans. Because AJ turned up as a clone, that's why you got any fans anyway. But the little fans you did retain after June 1st, they've all gone, and rightly so. And it's sad, not even sad to see. I couldn't care less about this brother, but still, to see this, it's just embarrassing, man. You've just completely lost it. Who are you as a man? And it's not like this kid's like Mike Tyson again. He had no support, and also he was young. He was like 19, 18 years old, and he wasn't just a fly-by-night, he won one fight. Mike Tyson was knocking out lineal champions and, you see what I mean? Doing crazy things, back to back to back. This cat had one lucky win, and he's lost himself. He's carrying on like his name's, I don't know what. Like his name's Arnold from the 70s or 60s or whenever it was. Proper lost his head. And the fact is, fans, he's got no like for me, if I'd have got whooped like I did on December 7th, I'd be keeping my head down now. And what was it? It was only the other day I even Or he posted out again saying, "Oh, I'm back in the gym." Back in the gym? You're posting up videos of you in the Rolls Royce. And this is exactly what I said. I said, you watch. He'll post one picture of him in the gym, and then you ain't gonna see him in there again for another month. This man, he hasn't got it in him. He never had it in him. And to be honest, if it wasn't for Andy Ruiz being on AJ's timeline, he wouldn't have ever got to this position. And I actually want to explain what I mean by that, because that's probably gone over a lot of people's heads. I mean, it would have gone over my head if I'd have heard that. But what I mean by AJ's timeline, I believe AJ lost on June 1st in order to go down as an all-time great. Does that make sense? Andy Ruiz was part of AJ's timeline. Andy Ruiz beat AJ for AJ's sake. Does that make sense? It wasn't nothing to... Andy Ruiz was just a pawn in AJ's history. He was needed to show AJ, or to bring AJ back to the roots, to bring AJ back to like a systematic approach to boxing. That's what Andy Ruiz's purpose was. To beat AJ on that night so that AJ could go back and reflect and start changing things, so that in the future, when he fights people like Wilder and arguably Fury and whatnot, he clearly wins them fights in devastating fashion. That's what Andy Ruiz's purpose was. And even before December 7th, I was saying this. Before December 7th, I said, we're going to find out on December 7th whether we're on AJ's timeline or not. Is this, like for example, back in Ali's era? Ali's era turned out being Ali's era. It was Ali's timeline. All the fighters, all the heavyweights around that period were living in Ali's timeline. Sonny Liston, same kind of thing. See what I mean? The 90s and 80s, that was a bit mixed up. That was a bit more Lennox Lewis, Holyfield, Tyson. But now, currently, what's happened on December 7th, for me, that's proven we are now on AJ's timeline. He will go on to beat Wilder and Fury. I'm sure of it. I'm even more sure now. It's just how things go. It's just how greats go. All greats have to kind of lose one to get them back on track. But the point is, even though he was a pawn on AJ's timeline, come on, man, you're just acting out of pocket. You've just lost your head. Louis V drip. Thanks for the LV drip. And I wouldn't mind, if you're that way inclined anyway, if you were broke and you were talking like that, that's fine. But the fact you've got a bit of money now and all of a sudden you think you're some wannabe ass looking dude, it's embarrassing. I feel embarrassed for you. I really do. Proper embarrassed. It's like, for example, on the TMZ interview after the fight, when they said to him, "Oh, what happened?" And he said, "Oh, I've been partying, too many girls." And I thought, wait a minute, I thought you got a wife. And that's another point there. And go back and look. Andy Ruiz weren't talking about cheating on his wife before this. And that there's another ultimate, disrespect. Complete. This man's an actual, we talk about him being a pig physically, but he is. The way he acts like a pig. Get a bit of money, get a bit of fame, and you start cheating on your wife. What sort of character does that? It's goofy, man. It's proper goofy, and I actually hope he does get in there. I'm trying to think now. I really hope the third AJ fight does happen, because like AJ said, he's going to get it. And I think he needs one of them to humble him. AJ didn't do him wrong. AJ didn't do him wrongly enough on December 7th. Yeah? He still thinks, Ruiz clearly still thinks he's got a little bit of swagger left. AJ needs next time to beat the swagger clean out of him. Because that can happen, by the way. At the moment, from Andy Ruiz's point of view, we heard what he said.
AJ, he ran too much. AJ was running. AJ, gonna make $50 million.
We heard him complaining about making all excuses, blaming everyone else for why he lost. So that's why in his mind, he's deluded himself, and I think he probably, honestly, yeah. If there was a way to check Andy Ruiz's brain, I'm pretty sure he probably thinks he won. Seriously, he probably thinks he won. He'll be saying to himself, well, if AJ hadn't have ran, I would have won. Therefore, I'm the winner. That's what he's thinking. Look how he's acting.
Thanks for the Louis V drip.
Louis V drip, you're a melt. The only thing that's dripping is all that greasy, cheesy fat from all the pizzas and burgers you've been eating, you muppet.